giving us time, sir. Sir, so how excited you are about the expo by seeing the crowd from past 2 days?
I'm in this line last 30 years. I started my career in '93. My full name is Vijayanand VV Engineers. And in '93, when there was no pharma in Hyderabad, we used to have 5 customers. Then by the time 2000, the regulatory requirement came into picture. Hyderabad starting to emerge as a major pharma hub. And last 30 years, there is an enormous development in Hyderabad and also Vizag. This becomes 70% of the pharma production. Like it can be APIs, biotechnology, like vaccines. Santa and Bharat Biotech is contributing for the vaccines, and also a lot of CROs getting into Hyderabad market, like Turkapalli, Janam Valley, and contributing to the huge employment, close to 2.5 to 3 lakhs people. So pharma is emerging as a major employer, and it crossed over for software industry.
So well, you know that Hyderabad is well known for pharma industry.
Yes.
Could you just share your opinion about it? How do you feel about it?
As an instrument supplier, I would say we are quite excited, and every year we meet new clients, new expansions, new people are coming into pharma market to establish their expertise, coming into the expansions, and the existing units, multiple plants like existing companies like Aurobindo, MSN, Hetero. These units are expanding multiplied expansions. Like they have got already 5 units, they are coming with 6, 7 unit, 8th unit, like that. So that means there is enormous potential still in Hyderabad based on the weather conditions, and also sourcing of the manpower and the expertise and everything. Like it is quite proximity to Bombay, quite proximity to all the southern places, and also Delhi is not too far. So that's the reason Hyderabad is continue to emerge as a major hub for pharma.
So do you think that this expo is useful for the pharma students? Especially we have been observing
from the colleges you are talking about?
Yeah,
from the colleges, because frankly speaking, once upon a time when I started my career, in the Indian Pharmaceutical Congress, that is called as IPC, was one of the major exhibitions which used to attract students. Now also it attracts, but now the Pharmaceutical Congress has lost its place, I would say. It is my personal opinion. Then slowly this kind of shows are gaining importance to learn, to have the expertise you can see live, and also you can meet and talk to the experts on the industry, and also you can also participate in the seminars, and also you can share the views and also get the information live. That means latest information on their expertise on the subject.
So sir, from last year to this year,
Yeah.
in this expo, what kind of changes and the crowd, how they are coming, and do you think that for students, most of the time I have been seeing, most of the students are visiting the stalls.
Yes.
They are talking about the instrumentation.
Yes.
To know, they are gaining some knowledge.
Yes.
So do you think that we should instead of conducting this kind of expo once in a year, don't you think that we should conduct once in a year 2 times?
It's basically the interest in India Lab Expo has been increased last 2 years, and it is quite premature to talk about to have shows like this 2 times. Difficult because of the place availability. Once in a year is appropriate in my opinion. So I cannot categorize or generalize this. And the people, the young generation who are coming from the pharmaceutical or pharmacies or MSCs who are coming, they have ready-made information available, and they can see live operations of all the instruments which are not equipped in the colleges or college laboratories. Then when they are entering into the industry, so they will have ready-made information like that. Yeah, I've seen in this stall, I've seen in this company is having this instrument, like you're talking about pharmaceutical, it is dissolution, stability chambers, or microbiology equipment. These are the essential QC instruments. People are exposed to it already once they visit this kind of a huge show. And if you ask me the number of stalls, if you ask me, so last year it is close to 150 to 200. I was shocked. I mean, they are close to 400 plus, and there is enormous waiting list. So you can understand India Lab Expo is gaining huge response across the industry, not only from the suppliers and also from the users and companies who are using this instrument. They have got latest information in technology and compliance, which is very much important for my industry.
So, sir, I would like to ask you one question regarding like in 2050, like now AI is taking place. Don't you think that it will affect pharma industry, especially in instrumentation?
No, AI is already penetrated in the pharma industry, which is for a good purpose, not for removing the existing systems. AI has been an added tool to enhance the what you call as the compliance, adding to the compliance, audit trials, and most of the other information which are manually getting done. Now pharma is also emerging as a major market for AI. And you can see in the next 2 years, major wonders going to happen. Stimulation things like what is happening in aircraft industries, or you can see the Chandrayaan, you can see the lunar machines, or also the solar machines which has happened by ISRO. This is because of the knowledge upgradations happened. That is also parallelly happening in pharma as well. So because we are able to adopt it very fast, because we are quite qualitative people, and also we understand very fast compared to the other countries people, and we will just incorporate AI as a part of our tool to enhance our productivity and efficiency.
So, sir, I would like to ask you about the magazine. Like, it's a Hyderabad-based magazine, Neoscience.
Yes.
Don't you think that this kind of a magazine, especially for instrumentation, like we do cover, so like that kind of stories or this magazine usually bring up. But when we see microbiz over there, they are completely dependent upon instrumentation, analytical, right? So, what this kind of like general information which we share from the neuroscience, don't you think that it will be useful for the pharma students?
Yeah, this kind of magazines now, because there are few instrument people who are launching magazines having minimum information just to share what is happening, or on the social part of it, how the employees celebrated this festival, that festival, this launching, that launching. But I would say in general, the industry needs certain information like what are the latest updates on the FDA point of view, what are the latest updates on the regulatory point of view, what are the updates on the software part of view, compliance part. These are the four major things. If you are able to cover it in any instrument line like QC, analytical, or R&D, or any line, then it will really helps people to update themselves and with the latest informations, which really helpful.
Sir, I have a last question to ask you. Like we have been seeing most of the Expo, pharma students, these people will be like a general public. For example, if I am coming, I have no knowledge about the instrument, what it is used and why they are using all things. So how it will be like, whether they will gain a knowledge or like how it will be useful for them? Because we have seen many of them coming, and some people will be coming and they might be not knowing about the, especially for example, I will only tell, I have been went for packing that stall. So I don't know for what purpose they use, and they are using some chemicals like which are in different colors.
Understood.
So how it will be useful for a general public to understand the basic about this expo?
Yeah, in my opinion, general public may not be able to understand in the first hand, that means first visit. And if you are on the same line like instrumentation or pharmaceutical or chemical or MSc kind of people will be able to understand. If you ask me that an IT guy comes inside, he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
He is more into the systems, ITs and the software part. So he will be curious to ask, then people will explain briefly, but he will not be understand it because he never been exposed to the science. Because he is into BTech, then done BTech, mechanical, and directly into the software development part, may not be able to immediately understand. It's not general industry which everybody can walk in and trying to know something, may not be possible. It takes some time because you have to visit couple of times, then you will be able to know, oh, okay, these are the developments happening in this industry. Wow, I mean, we are happy with this.
So, sir, last message, what message would you like to give on your Science Hub?
Yeah, I mean, it is a really good effort done by the Neoscience Hub, and I hope you will have more and more topics covered. I mean, this kind of magazine, if you see, I just briefly gone through it. I mean, it covers almost everything. Like the first attempt itself is wow, wonderful. I mean, if you are able to cover more topics on the food and nutrition and related to the pharma side, nutraceuticals, it will be an added advantage.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your opinion with Neo Science Hub.